Hi, everybody. Welcome to Pace Studio on the Road. We are live right now at 3 Sirens in East Nashville with the Grams. The Grams, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah.
We love having you in the house.
Yeah, Pace in the house.
Man, this is so much fun. We have felt very welcome. Thank you, Maria, for being the connective tissue for all of this and these introductions. And you guys have just been the absolute best, the most hospitable. So thank you for having us at your place. And we're about to share a lot of your music with the internet right now. What's happening first?
All right, we're going to play a song from our first record. We just thought we'd give you a little taste of the whole Grams catalog since you're in our house. Yeah. So this is a song that I wrote about Doug, actually, and it's called A Good Man.
Will you still say I loved her anyway she came? Fortune or fame, the way she lied against my weight. I know she tried to give me love without desire, but it don't matter now. You can bury me in the ground, take my name in vain. I've been loved by a good man. I've been loved, I've been loved, I've been loved by a good man. I've been loved, I've been loved, I've been loved by a good man. Will you still say I loved him anyway he came? Too high or low, the way he played that guitar slow. I know he tried to give me love without desire, but it don't matter now. You can bury me in the ground, take my name in vain. I've been loved by a good man. It don't matter now where you lay me down. Took my word on the stand. I've been loved by a good man. That's right. I've been loved, I've been loved, I've been loved by a good man. I've been loved, I've been loved, I've been loved by a good man. I've been loved, I've been loved, I've been loved by a good man. It don't matter now. You can bury me in the ground, take my name in vain. I've been loved by a good man. It don't matter now where you lay me down. Took my word on the stand. I've been loved by a good man. I've been loved, I've been loved, I've been loved by a good man. I've been loved, I've been loved, I've been
Why, thank you.
Thank you, man.
It's fun to have an audience in our own house.
Man, this sounds so good. It's been, I mean, as soon as we got here, and all of a sudden Georgette's here telling everybody that she loves us, which was amazing, and then hearing you guys sing love songs.
She's such a hippie lover, man.
Yeah, and it's great, man. Everything about the vibe of this place is great. It's a perfect expression of your relationship together, your individual interests. It's awesome, the aesthetic. Can we talk a bit about how it came to be and what it is also? It's a very mixed use
First of all, we don't have individual interests. We're like one amoeba.
Yep.
But, I think that we've been in this business a long time. We've watched a lot of artists struggle. We've watched, a lot of talented people that don't have a space to kind of create. And we got together with our friend Dexter, who's here somewhere. And yay, Dex! And we just wanted to create like a space that's like a collective, a place where like we were thinking of like Gertrude Stein. We were thinking of, the Greenwich Village in the 60s and like a place where people could come and just collaborate with, friends and creative partners and just do what they do and feel safe and sort of have partnerships. And so that's why we created Three Sirens, and we get the added benefit of being able to come here and play. But we're sort of trying to build it into this, I don't know, like utopian artistic community here in East Nashville. But shh, it's a secret.
The location will remain secret.
Yes.
And man, I think it's totally appropriate to have Trey Burt here as the first artist, because it really did feel like Greenwich Village in the 1960s when he started singing.
Totally. We heard that. That was great.
Yeah. Well, man, this has been a lot of fun, and we're not even at halfway through the fun. We've got a lot of sessions happening here, and a lot more of this session to happen. We're going to hear 3 more songs from across the catalog. What's happening second today?
Well, since you mentioned Georgette, like queen of Three Sirens, this is a song we actually wrote on our most recent record called Kids Like Us. And it's a song called Don't Give Your Heart Away that we wrote for her before she was actually conceived, in the hopes that we would get to meet her someday. Half step down, people. Half step down. Patty!
Good. 1, 2, 3.
Hanging out in the rain till the sun comes out again, locking step, holding hands, while there's no one watching. Some Saturdays linger on like a thunder crash. It's gone, leaving holes in your mind in the shape of lightning. There's a story I could tell of a sweet serenade. Is it any wonder why you were caught by surprise? You had lightning in your eyes, standing still, hypnotized by the sounds of thunder. Torch that's burning. I tell the same story again, someday that you'll be returning. A sweet dream.
Georgie, if you're listening, we love you.
All right, man, that's a beautiful song. Hopefully she's around the studio tomorrow. She's been an absolute delight, as has literally everybody who's come through these doors.
Yeah, I'm so glad you've had that experience here. That's what this place is all about.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't be. I mean, Paste Studio had, as you well know, we had a home. There was a location in New York City.
Yeah,
and
we were
a location
there.
in Atlanta, and no longer does that exist. It's like a roving concept, and so we absolutely rely on partners like you to be able to do what we do. I mean, I very literally would be, in New York answering emails if we were not here doing this because you guys allowed it.
All right.
Yeah.
That would suck.
That would be terrible. We're so glad
Yeah.
you're here, man.
Yeah, me too, man. So you did pretty much the most American thing you could possibly do and got on a motorcycle, checked out Route 66, and now there's documented proof of that having happened. Can you talk a little bit about the trip and about the
buddy.
documenting of it as well?
You have to ask me that second part of that question later, but the first part, again, we definitely love sort of taking adventures and building information into our brain in an alternate way. And that is by taking adventures. We took
You said that.
I know. I'm terrible at this. We took our motorcycle.
It's better saying it twice than not saying it at all.
Yeah,
Reiteration is fine.
It's like at
I
the
forgot. I
lake.
didn't know I was gonna be on the spot tonight.
Like by saying.
We decided we were gonna ride our motorcycle from Chicago to LA on Route 66.
Which we're now selling. We have a daughter. We're selling the motorcycle.
And we had an amazing adventure, and we like to just gather as much information as we can. We don't necessarily aren't necessarily documenting the trip with each song, but it does fill our brain with information that we spill out into beautiful songs. I think the ultimate lesson we learned from that trip was that we sort of our job is to spread love. That's all we can really do. We can't sit here and complain or be jerks or be like super mad at anybody. We just have to sort of do our job and be the minstrels that love, and we love each other so much. We're really good at that, so.
And we've been together since we were 7 and 10. I think most people listening probably know that. I know it's kind of boring, but Doug's like, thank you for taking over. But, after everything everybody's been through the last 2 years and, definitely for 4 years before that, we just getting back to just loving each other and being, hippies. That's what we're into right now. So I think that's what Doug was saying.
Yeah, I do feel, with all the physical isolation that happened in the last 2 years, it does seem like somehow, I feel more connected to other people right now. And
Interesting.
I think there are a lot of people who do feel that way. I was talking with Lily Hyatt about that same thing. Like I guess maybe having the time to back off of our everyday and to reflect on things maybe gave us a little bit of perspective on what other people's experiences are and then reach out and connect with them. So it feels really good to have that perspective and then jump back in and be able to be around people.
Can that be the answer to the first question you asked me?
Yes.
Because that was it.
I nailed it.
No, it's true. If it wasn't for the pandemic, look, obviously it's a horrible thing and everybody's suffering in their own way, but we would have been sort of absentee parents. We had this 1-year-old and we were going to go on tour for the next year, and we've gotten this year to spend with her and watch her grow. And, I'm not saying parenthood's the greatest thing on the planet, because it's not. It's one of them. But, it's given us the opportunity to really get back to what matters and sort of explore family and dear friends and stuff like that in a different way. Lily and I spoke a lot during the pandemic about this stuff. So, yeah. Can I take a second and introduce these guys?
Yeah, please do
This is
that.
Thayer Serrano on the piano. And Patty Ryan on the drums. My Tulsa boys. This is Aaron Baylor on the bass. The love of my life, of course, Doug Graham. And and I'm the singer.
Alyssa Graham, the
Yeah.
best.
Alyssa.
Yay! So, yeah.
Yeah, we're only halfway through right now. There's
We're
still
only
2 more
halfway
songs
through.
to be shared. What do you feel like doing third today?
I think we're going to do a song. We have a new EP coming out on October 15th called Sha-La-La, because we were done with the wallowing. And I love that word. We were done with the wallowing and we decided to get into the studio and just, mess around. I would have said the F word, but I think I'm not allowed to say that.
You can say literally
We
any
were going
word
to
that you
fuck
want.
around in the studio, Georgie, and, and see what just came out. And we found ourselves joyful again. And so we decided the best, name of this EP would be Sha-La-La, like just let it all go. And we wrote a lot of these songs with our dear friend Brian McCann, who's written with us since we were kids. We grew up with him, and we just sort of went into the studio with scraps and brought it all together with Dex and Danny Malott, and here we are with this EP coming out. And this is a song from it called Beyond the Palisades. It's sort of about what's out there, what's beyond.
Look around, you can see the city tremble. Make a sound and you just might hear it crumble. Rolling down that old California incline, looking for that friend of mine. Been a long, long time. Still amazed when I hear the rollers breaking. Nowadays with every breath I'm taking, brings me back to when we would walk together. We were young, we swore we'd be just fine. Been a long, long time. Leave it behind. Let the sunset find me out beyond the Palisades, where we'll say goodbye. Been a long, long time. Crazy how when the madness meets the ocean, I still drown in the waves of your devotion, in the slow crime of the winter time, as the sun floats by. Been a long, long time. I'm gonna leave it behind. Let the sunset find me out beyond the Palisades, where we'll say goodbye. Been a long, long time. Been a long, long time. I'm gonna leave it behind. Let the moonlight find me out beyond the Palisades. We'll say goodbye. Been a long, long time. Oh.
Man, I like that song a lot. I like the and the visual aesthetic too, man. The dive motel photography that goes along with that is
Shh,
incredible.
that's supposed to be California.
The Dive Motel, man, what a cool spot that is.
Yeah,
is a
we were
really
actually
cool
talking with
spot.
them about maybe not this round, but back in November, maybe we were maybe going to use that as the location for this, and for many reasons it didn't end up happening. But we remain in contact, and it might happen.
Yeah, cool.
It's recognized it right off the bat, and it's I want to talk about the way that your sonic aesthetics, along with your visual aesthetic, has evolved from the 2020 record to this EP, and then beyond. Also, I know you're working on a future project. I don't know if the details are available on that one yet, but how has it evolved from the 2020 album to the EP that's coming out on the 15th?
They're close.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
close. I think there's a little bit more carefree attitude about sort of arranging. I think that's what it comes down to. I felt like on the 2020 release there was more of a, let's make this crazy sounds. Let's like have a finite song. Whereas
That's true.
the EP release was much more like, who cares about a song? Let's just like spill it.
well,
you know
honey,
what I mean?
honey, we want to actually sell records.
Oh, yeah. No, but you know what I mean. It wasn't like as much of a priority to make the songs really square. It was like the priority was to keep them round and try to keep them open and see how we could make a complete song that way. And it kind of worked, and we were really psyched about it.
Can I translate?
Please.
Yeah, so no, you did really, really good. But basically,
Doug, I was on board for that whole thing. Just,
okay. Kids Like Us, was a departure from our two Americana records for sure. And we worked a lot with beds and sounds and Danny Malott and Richard Swift, which the next song we're going to play is written for Richard Swift. But I think we went into the studio the way we always do. We had songs. They were done. They'd been, road tested. We'd been working on them. These guys came to Europe. We played them. It was just like, a lot of square songs. And not square. They weren't square, but, they were ready. With this, it was the middle of a pandemic. We were, losing our minds. We had just had a baby. I had wrist surgery. We had a lot of medical issues. We had, no family nearby. We were raising a 1-year-old. We were going insane. Georgie, I love you. And so we were like, let's just go in the studio and fuck around. We have scraps, we have ideas, we have visions, and we have great, collaborators. And so that's what this EP is all about. And that is, we're thinking, hoping what the fuller project is going to look like coming out next year. So yeah. Did that translate, or did you just do just fine and I was just blabbing?
That was beautiful. Those were both two new bits of information.
Hey,
I enjoyed both
honey,
responses equally.
We did it.
It's like you guys work well together.
We did it.
Well, we would love to hear the last one, the song for Richard.
Yeah, this song, we actually wrote this song for Richard while he was still with us on this planet, and we were really excited because he was loving the music, but we didn't really have lyrics for it.
Well, he was producing
he produced the music, and we were like, we'll work on lyrics when you come to Nashville after we're done here in Oregon. But the music of this song sounds great, and we were loving Richard so much, and everything was cool that like Alyssa and I decided we were gonna write the lyrics about Richard and our experience with him, and we wrote it, and we had fun, and we felt like it was telling the truth, and we were excited to play it for him. Unfortunately, he never got to hear it, which really sucks because he's such an awesome dude. And he's no longer on the planet, and
he is definitely somewhere searching the Milky Way.
yeah, and that's the name of this song.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I took a chance just to reach out. Grab your hips, maybe twist and shout. 'Cause you played guitar in my favorite band. I gave you my heart, and then you took my hand. And I said, baby, you're so high. You're the brightest in the sky. You're the lonely sun that ends my day. But you only sense at night. I saw you once or twice, searching stars along the Milky Way. Sha la la la, sha la la la. I drive past your house, the lights are all down. west to the beach where the sun hits the ground, and dig my toes in California sand. You gave me your heart, and then I changed the plan. I said, baby, you're so high, you're the brightest in the sky, you're the lonely sun that ends my day. But you only dance at night. I saw you once or twice, searching stars along the Milky Way, sending sounds through the speed of light, watching over like a satellite tonight. And I said, baby, you're so high, you're the brightest in the sky, you're the lonely sun that ends my day. But you only dance at night. I saw you once or twice, searching stars along the Milky Way. So long, darling, please forgive me. So long, darling, please forgive me. Woo! All right. Thanks so much for having us.
Man, what an absolute delight! Thank you for letting us into the family for this half of the week, and we'll
Always.
we'll do this again. I mean, I'll see you. We'll keep seeing you every year, anytime it's possible for us to intersect. Let's make sure to do that and
You're
travel
welcome here
safely. I
anytime.
know there's a ton of. This is all public information, right? Tour dates. Is that public?
Yeah, I don't know. Are they?
I'm pretty. We can talk about it.
We're gonna be touring.
Let's move. I'm sorry.
We
We
play
almost
music.
elegantly wrapped it up.
TBA.
Well, wonderful, man. Thank you again so much. And